Hello and welcome back to Blocky Music. I've got the usuals, Janet and Anna say whoa.
I'm gonna see myself out now.
Janet and Alyssa say hello. I mean, you've heard them, but say hello.
Hi.
You messed up.
I done goofed. But yeah, so they're here. We did Sonic 1, we did Sonic 2, we did Sonic 3. So now we're going to do Sonic and Knuckles, which is the second half of Sonic 3. So I don't think you guys have any questions, right? We're just going for it?
Yep.
All right. So here we go. Mushroom Hill. Oh my God. Mushroom Hill Act 1. All right, we'll start with this time with Alyssa.
You mean Anna?
Oh my God.
This one, I don't know. It sounds like Sonic is smoking a doobie. Let's be honest.
Wow. Interesting.
I'm not a fan of this one personally.
Whoa.
I don't know. It's not. Oh, Mushroom Hill. Yeah. He's definitely on something while he's here.
Oh my God.
I want to give that one a 2.
A true. Okay. Janet. Now I'm like careful to say the names. I'm like, I don't want
to. I didn't really like this one either. There was a part where like it stops all the way and it sounds like it's messed up, but it's like on purpose. I mean that's something different, but I don't know if that's a good different. I didn't really like it. It felt very groovy, which isn't bad. But just all of it together, I feel like it just didn't mix good. I would give it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 2.
Okay. So we start off with a 2. Complete opposite of what we had before. Jen and I recorded some, and it was all 4s from the beginning. So not a strong start for Sonic and Knuckles. And then I mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles have it where you have, like, say Mushroom Hill Part 1 and Part 2, but they have different songs. They're like variations of the same song, I guess is the best way to say it. But yeah, so it's going to sound similar, but not exactly the same. So here. All right, I'll have Alyssa go first again. Mushroom Hill Part 2.
This one is much better than the first one. I think it has more of a beat. It's faster paced. I like the instruments a little bit better, or just how they use the instruments and just the overall tone. I would give this one a 3. The high has worn off a little bit. He can think a little bit more clearly.
Okay. Janet, what do you think of Mushroom Hill Part 2?
I feel like this one was a little bit more like compared to the first one's very empty. Um, so this one sounds more like a full song. I still just don't like the beat of it. So it's better than the first one. So I'll do 3.
Okay. And then we'll do 3 for this one. Move it that way. And then next we have Flying Battery Act 1. Flying Battery is it's an airplane. I don't know why it's called that, but this is what it sounds like. All right, this time I'll have Janet go first. Flying Battery 1.
Well, that one was a lot more fun to listen to than the other ones. I mean, I don't know how to describe songs. I feel like I use the same. It's good. It's not good. It's fast paced. It's not fast paced.
I mean, Alyssa, if you want to chime in at any point, you don't have to.
I think it's.
But then I'm cutting Janet off.
Well, she sounds like she needs some help. Sounds like her vocabulary is not.
Oh, what, you want me to lay dictionary smackdown on her again?
No.
Yes, you can. I allow it.
No. I mean, this one has a technologic feel to it, right? In the way, like, the instruments they use or the sounds they use. I don't know. Instruments. What they're trying to mimic. It definitely has. I like the beat much better to this than the first song pair we heard. It's a good little tune. Sorry, I'm not gonna lay any technological smackdown on. I'm not. I'd give it a 4 personally. If it were me, I think it's a good beat. It sounds very kind of what I think Sonic should sound like to
yes,
me.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's very like, this is a Sonic song.
Okay. Yes. Yes, I agree. Copy and paste. That's what I will.
Copy and paste, make it look like I didn't.
Like, I didn't cheat.
All right, cool. We'll do a 4 for Flying Battery 1, and then Flying Battery Act 2.
What the?
All right, Janet, Flying Battery 2.
I loved this one a whole lot more. I like that the little doo doo doo. Some of it was a little too high pitched, honestly, or maybe it's just loud in my headphones. But this one was a lot better. I like this one. The 5.
Alyssa?
Yeah, this is a nice composition. The song has more depth, like the low notes hit lower tones. I think there's also a couple extra like little beats and instruments added in that adds more complexity to the song, and it still keeps that same little melody it had going on. Like it's very good. I think I would also give it a 5, honestly. It is worthy.
Okay.
It's definitely a good one. I think I'm gonna have to get up for a second because I forgot to block my door. So
Oh
please
yeah.
try to get in.
Yeah, go for it. I was gonna say the one thing I like about this one, and I'm sure, and Alyssa can't hear us right now because she got it real quick, but the one part it has is like right before it does the main melody or like the chorus, I guess if you will. It has like what sounds like clapping in the background, like they're kind of clapping to the beat.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Anytime a song has like a clap, it automatically gives it more energy because it just feels more like pumped up, like more energetic. And I'll
Okay.
play a little snippet of it so you can hear it. But I don't know. I like when songs do that, and it being like a Sega Genesis, it's doesn't have actual clap sounds, but it has a similar feeling with the sound effect that they use. So I'll play it back real quick.
I hear it.
You hear the like I don't even know the beat that it does or like the rhythm that it does, but it definitely has that like kind of clapping sound. And
Yes.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's good. So
Yes.
Alyssa missed that whole section, but that's okay because we're moving on to Sandopolis. You guys both gave it a 5, so cool. We're all over the place. We got 5, 4, 3, and 2. So cool. Sandopolis is, as you can imagine, a sand level. So
Okay.
as is the norm, you can probably tell how it's going to sound. So I'm just going to go ahead and play it. As long as Alyssa, you're back in, right?
Yeah.
All right, back in the driver's seat. Here we go. All right, this time I'll start with Alyssa.
I first of all do not like the intro for this song. It's short, but it sounds very dumpy, like very. Yeah, it just sounds bumbling, like it doesn't know what it's doing. I think the composition for the song is nice. I'm not necessarily like a big fan of the instruments. It kind of sounds like I don't know. It kind of sounds like it's haunted to me.
Oh, brother, you're
Just
jumping the gun.
oh oh no. Um I don't know. It's weird. A weird composition. I'd probably give it a 3.
A 3. Okay. And then Janet, what do you got for Sandopolis 1?
Man, I don't really like sand levels just in general. I feel like they're a lot more slower, or like they give the impression of like if you walk in sand, you're gonna go slower. They just feel tiring. They feel like I don't know. I've never really liked sand levels. The song itself, yes, it makes it sound like you're in the desert with a specific like instrument. I don't know what it is that plays it. Um, it's pretty average. I'm gonna give it like a 3.
Okay, so it's going to be a 3. And do you guys want it above Mushroom Hill 2 or below Mushroom Hill 2?
Below for me.
Below.
Okay. The reason why I mentioned Alyssa jumped the gun on the haunted part is because when you beat Sandopolis 1, you are in front of a giant pyramid. And hey, cat, what are you doing? And then
Panini and
I can hear
Lola are in here, so I'm
Oh.
gonna have to. They ran under my bed.
Okay,
So-
I can just hear like one of the friggin' cats. Anyway, what I was gonna say was Sandopolis Act 2 is you enter this pyramid, and it is haunted because you're chased by ghosts the entire time.
Oh.
So, that being said,
Wait.
Oh.
Wait. I gotta kick Lola out. Give me a
Okay.
second. She came out from under the bed.
kick her out.
Lola.
Yeah. So, I mean, she can't hear us, but
No.
so yeah, so what happens is you go inside and it's like a normal like lit inside of a pyramid, and then you land on like a machine, and what it does is it releases a bunch of ghosts and it turns off the lights. So as you travel through the stage, you have to keep the lights on by like hitting these switches, and if you don't hit the switches, it slowly gets darker, and when it gets dark, then the ghosts come out and they start attacking you. So that is Sandopolis Act 2. All right. I think we started Sandopolis with Alyssa.
Yes.
Yes,
we did.
So Alyssa, Sandopolis Act 2.
I like this one a bit better than the first one. I mean, what did I say? It sounded kind of haunted in the first one. I guess it just sounds like more creepy in haunted. The notes are a little lower, and there's just like a few extra instruments in there that kind of add to the spoopiness of it. I think it's just the overall composition of the song I'm not a big fan of, I suppose. I think I'd put this out of 3 and just put it above the first one, because it's not my jam.
Okay. That's what we're doing. We're figuring out what are the jams. Janet, is this a jam?
It really isn't mine. Yeah, no, it's just the same, obviously it's the same song, and I would think that the second one would sound a little bit better, but no, it's just an average song that I wouldn't want to listen to it. I just don't like sand like songs, because I feel like they all sound kind of the same.
They all sand the same. Is that what you said?
Oh my god, shut
Wow.
up.
So I would also put it as a 3. I don't know. Was it at the?
I just said above the original one.
Yeah. Okay. Because it's not that bad. Like, I know the Act 1, I didn't like it, so this one's better than Act 1.
Okay. So the next one, after you do that, you go into I think it's a volcano. It's somewhere in the lava. It's the lava level. It's called Lava Reef. Goes like this. All right, Janet, Lava Reef 1.
I really like this one. This one reminds me of like I feel like I can hear it playing in some 80s '80s movie where the main character is like he's about to he's about to, do something that he's not supposed to, so he's just, oh my god, this is it. This is, do I do it? Do I not do it? I really like this one. I would give it, I don't remember what Flying Battery was, but this was just for right now. I'll do a 4. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, a 4. Alyssa.
You better make that a 5. She's crazy.
Damn.
I mean, sure.
No, this has a really good beat to it. The bass line is really nice, and then like the little high pitched like tone that complements it. I don't know if it is. We're inside a volcano, right? I think I've seen this one. It has like crystals in it. I know I've seen you play all of these before.
It's that you're again jumping the gun.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I know I've seen you play all of these, but I don't know. This one just has a really nice song. Give it a 5. Put it at the top of the 5s.
Okay. Any objections, Janet?
No, not at all. Not here. Go ahead.
Okay. And then when you get to the end of Lava Reef 1, you fight some machine and it kind of like dries out all the lava. And then you're just in this like crystal cavern. And that's Lava Reef Act 2. All right. Janet, Lava Reef 2.
I like this one too, but I feel like there was a lot of just the same notes going on for like a good amount of time. I feel like the other one had a lot of small moments where it would change it up often. So it's good. And I would put it below the first Lava Reef. So 5 stars.
Okay, Alyssa?
I don't like this one as much.
God.
What? I'm shook.
I know, because usually I'm the one that likes the slow paced songs, right? I don't know. I feel like this one's slower paced than the other one. It's not that it's bad. It's just
Great.
I
Amazing.
don't know. I really like the first one a lot more. It still has a good beat to it. Don't get me wrong. It does sound like you're traveling through a cave. Like I feel like it has definitely that feeling to it where you're exploring. I like the high pitched notes a lot. And the low pitched ones too. I don't know if I'd put it at a 5. I think I'd give it a 4 and put it at the top of the 4s, but I'm probably gonna get overridden.
Okay.
That's fine.
Well, this one's hard because I love this one.
Yeah.
But it ain't my list. So it can compromise since Jenna wanted a 5 towards the top and you wanted top of the 4s. I think it should be bottom of the 5s.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can change as we listen.
Yeah, we're gonna and then we do the thing at the end. So none of these are set in stone. This is just to give us an idea of like what to look or what to listen to. I don't know. Anyway, after that, you fight Knuckles, and then Knuckles figures out that you're not the bad guy. So then he joins you, and you go to the Sky Sanctuary, which is a sanctuary in the sky.
You don't say.
Yes. And this is what it sounds like. right, Alyssa, Sky Sanctuary.
This one, it's it has a fast pace to it. I mean, it sounds like what I consider like a Sonic song to sound like. I'm not a big fan of the lead instrument. I feel like it's really loud and it kind of overpowers everything else that's going on in the song.
Yes.
I think it's a little too front and center.
It's a little too sharp.
Yeah. I would give it a 3. I don't know where to put it. Probably above the Sandopolis, because I remember not being like, or maybe in between the two acts. I don't know, but that's my opinion.
Okay, Janet, what do you think for Sky Sanctuary?
I also agree that the main sound was really high pitched at one point. But this song was great. I was shocked when you said you didn't like it. I had to step away from the mic and
recollect myself.
This one was, I really liked it. But yeah, it was a little too like, it had a very annoying high pitched sound that I didn't like. But the very beginning of it was really cool. There's only one of that one.
Yeah, this one only has one part.
Okay, because this also just sounds familiar. So maybe it's because I thought, oh, maybe I've heard like the second part of it. That's why I liked it. But no, if this is the only one, then this is probably the one I'm thinking of. I just don't remember it being so high pitched. But I would give it like between a 5 and a 4. So I'm just gonna go with 4.
Okay, and then the split there would be bottom of the 4s.
Oh, that hurts my heart. But all right.
Okay, I didn't hear any objections, so we'll leave it for now, and we'll listen to them again. And then finally, it's funny that you've been watching Star Wars, Janet, because there's the Death Star. Dr. Robotnik has the Death Egg. It looks just like the Death Star, except it's his face.
That's cool.
So the final stage is the Death Egg. And here's Act 1. Okay, Janet, Death Egg.
That was pretty groovy song. Let's see. I mean, there wasn't anything that I didn't like about it. It's pretty cool. I'll give it a 4. Yeah. I mean just trying to remember the sand song. I'm like, ooh. So it's gonna be at the bottom of the 4s.
All right, and then Alyssa, any thoughts for Death Egg 1?
The beats. It's. What is this? This is like one of the last levels?
It is the last full stage.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't have an oh shit to it.
Again, God, you keep jumping the gun on this one. You're like,
oh, I'm sorry.
You keep like, you're like, oh, there's this. It's like, yeah, that's the next thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's very like you're inside the Death Egg. Like, Oh, I don't know. I guess Sonic's cocky, right? So maybe he's not like, oh, he's like, this is fine. I'm chilling. This is another day of me kicking Eggman's ass. So,
You see? I mean, could be, you know?
uh,
Who knows what's going through his head?
Gotta go fast.
yeah, I gotta go fast.
Whoa, Tails, I need a chili dog.
I don't know. It's all right. The beat's nice. I don't think there's a lot of, like, I think all the instruments are kind of on the same tone. Like, there's nothing too, would you say, sharp about it. There's nothing over competing with each other. It's I don't know. I'm not like super impressed by it, so I'd probably give it a 3.
Okay, and then we're splitting it again.
Yeah.
We'll do top of 3s this one. Since Janet said it was a low 4, and then you're saying it's a 3, so top of the 3. Since the last one was split in Janet's favor, I guess. Then we have Death Egg Part 2. You're still into Death Egg, but when you beat Death Egg 1, you kind of bust part of it open. So you're no longer inside. You're kind of like, you're like on parts of it like are exposed, so you can see like Earth in the background, but you're still in the Death Egg, just kind of like on the outsides of it. So that's this one. Okay, Janet, Death Egg 2.
This one, I mean, yeah, it doesn't sound like it's like I'm supposed to be like afraid. Again, maybe because he's just a confident little hedgehog that he's like, all right, but it just got more intense. So that's true. It got more like not serious, but he's like, all right, I got to take it more serious. This one, I don't know where I want to put it. Where did the other one go?
The other one's like right in the middle. It's the top of the 3s.
Okay, but it was a 3.
Yes.
I'll do bottom of 4s.
Okay, Alyssa.
Yeah, this one definitely picked up the pace. I like the little breakdown in the latter half of the song. The like that was really nice. Definitely better than the first one. I don't know, to me, because it like the pace picked up, and I do think the notes got a little harsher. I think it kind of creates a little bit more of like a tension feeling to it. So I'm okay with giving this one a 4. I'm down with that recommendation.
Okay.
You can put it where Janet put it.
Yeah. Bottom of the 4s. Yeah. Then the last zone, you only get this stage if you have collected all the Chaos Emeralds, or else it doesn't show up and the game just ends. So when you beat Death Egg Part 2, you're chasing Eggman, and he has the Master Emerald, and you're like chasing him, and then at the end, while the Death Egg is blowing up, and then as you're chasing him, he gets into his last robot, and he flies off into space holding the Master Emerald. So then you use your Chaos Emeralds and you turn into Supersonic, and the entire stage you're just in space catching up to him and like destroying him. So it's a boss fight, but it's also technically a stage. So the last one is Doomsday Zone, and here we go. All right, Alyssa, Doomsday Zone.
This definitely sounds much more like a last song theme. It's very kind of fast paced. The beat's pretty low, just like the instruments they use. I'm not a big fan of how it opens. I don't know, the composition, like, it works for what it's doing. Do I like it? Not necessarily. It's not something like I'm gonna like want to pop on and like listen to. But it is definitely final boss music, so I'd say give it a 3. I'd say put it at the top of the threes. I'm gonna have to get up because Panini finally came out, so I can get rid of him. But yeah, 3.
Okay, Janet.
I like this one. This one was it feels very like boss level. So this one, I thought it was like a 4. I can put it at the bottom of the 4s. I mean, yeah, we'll put it there.
Okay, well, I mean, she said 3s and you said bottom of the 4s, so I like you can just hear all the jingling and jangling. So we'll do bottom of the 4s for that one. And that is your list. And then, as we've been doing lately, we'll go from the bottom up, playing them. And I'm not going to play the whole song, but I'll play enough of it. And then if you guys want to stop me at any point, feel free. And then we're just going to go through them. So there's only one 2-star, so that one's going to play by itself. So, I mean, just does it stay as a 2-star or not is really what we're doing. So. All right, Mushroom Hill, is it 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I like how it starts, but the rest of it is just not it. So yeah, sorry, you're still a 2.
Okay, then we have in the 3s we have Sandopolis 1, 2, Mushroom Hill 2, and Death Egg 1. So again, if you need to stop me, just stop me.
I mean, so far I like the order that they're in.
Yeah.
Okay, those are the 3 stars. Any changes?
No.
No. We're good.
Okay. Then we have 4 at 4 stars. We'll start with Doomsday Zone.
Okay, so far so good. I kind of want it as a 5. What? Who said that?
Okay, those were the 4 stars. Janet mentioned something. Alyssa, is there anything you want to change?
No, I'm fine with the placement of those personally.
Damn. Okay, let me ask you this, because obviously we're rating them based off of how they sound in this format. You know, like in this game. If Sky Sanctuary, because I mean it's come out in other games. If they remade that song and it had the same melody, it just had different instruments, do you think it would place higher?
Who are you asking?
I'm asking
Me.
Alyssa.
I'd have to hear. I'd really have to hear how it sounded like with different instruments personally.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm comfortable with it out of 4.
okay.
Can we at least move it to the top of the forest? Thoughts?
I personally prefer flying bad.
Oh my god, I want to punch you in the face. Okay, well.
What?
Okay.
Yes.
So they're staying where they are. And then we have 3 songs at 5 stars.
Your brother could have moved it. He could have overruled, and he didn't. So there you go.
You know what? I did the overruling in the beginning. Now I'm gonna let you guys decide.
Oh my goodness. I tried. I tried Sky Sanctuary. I tried to save you. I tried to put you closer to the sky, and they just crushed it.
All right. The last 3 are Lava Reef 2, Flying Battery 2, and Lava Reef 1.
I kind of like Lava Reef, but a little bit more than this one. Just saying. You know what? I might have to take that back.
All right. And any changes to the top 3?
No.
I mean, if we can change the first 2, just switch them around.
What?
What? Who said that? Yeah. Not gonna happen, is it?
I mean, Alyssa, what do you think of switching the first 2?
I don't know. For me personally, I like them where they are, and then like listening to Lava Reef Act 2 again, I'm like, yeah, that's a 5-star. I think I said it was a 4-star originally, and I'm
You
like,
gave
no,
it a
that's-
3, first of all. Anyway,
Did
in
I?
conclusion, thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
After listening to it again, I'm like, yeah, it better. I personally like where they're at, but that's just me. That's Victor. This is your chance to override if you want.
Okay. If it were up to me, Lava Reef 2 would be at the top. But that's just me.
Wow. Look at that.
But I didn't move Sky Sanctuary, and I'm not gonna move these. I don't think there's like where one is like way ahead of the other. I think they're both really good. They're very different too, because Lava Reef is a lot more kind of like it's slower. It's a little bit more like cautious and just kind of like serious. And Flying Battery is just more like, classic Sonic, just going fast, and we're just, screw it, just go for it. So they have 2 different like feelings altogether, and I think I just like I probably like Lava Reef a little bit more, only because it is like not what it's not the same like Sonic, like fast Sonic music. It's a little bit slower, but it still keeps moving, And that stage is a very stop and go kind of stage, because there's like pillars of lava, so you have to like stop, and there's a lot of things that stop you to continue your progress. Whereas Flying Battery is just like there's things to propel you forward to keep going. So I'm gonna leave it like it is, and not to say that one's like miles ahead or anything like that, but for me anyway, I don't know. Lava Reef is the best stage in the game. That's just me though.
Wait. There's that.
Cool. So all that being said, we've got rankings, and we got to do the out of 10 finale. So I'm going to start with Janet. Out of 10, what do we got for Sonic and Knuckles?
Ooh. I'm gonna give it a 6. It's I mean, I didn't really like a good chunk of them, like to the point where I would listen to them on my own. Like within this, group of songs, yes, I put 5 stars, but there was only maybe like 2 that I could really remember. So, and also we have a 2-star in here. So like, get out of here. It's overall 6. That already drops it down.
Okay. And then Alyssa, what do you have out of 10?
I would say I would have to agree with Janet. I think where 6 is like, just because of the range of songs, and that's not like, it's pretty evenly distributed. There's not like a lot of 4 and 5s. I mean, it's about half and half, right? So it's a decent soundtrack. Like, the good songs are good, the not great songs are not great. So 6, middle of the line.
Okay. Well, I think out of the soundtracks for Sonic, this has been the lowest so far out of from what I can remember. And I'll fact check myself later, but from what I remember, I remember the other ones being a little bit more, having a little bit more like, oh yeah, that's the jam. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's all nostalgia. Who knows? Anyway, that's it for Sonic and Knuckles. We've now completed the Sonic trilogy on the Sega Genesis. Because this, like I said, this is technically the second half of Sonic 3. It's all supposed to be one game, so it is technically still Sonic 3. So yeah, the next time in the future when we do Sonic, it will be a whole different ball game. So cool. Thanks for joining us on our Blocky adventure, and next time it might not be so blocky. All right, bye.